Salam aleikum, aleikum salam. Piano derechito por guardarraya. And as we were discussing before, that there were some crazy people who call themselves true paleros. And they are saying that by drawing triangle symbols, that means that that's a Patipemba that belongs to Ochosi Watariamba. And what these fools, they don't realize is that Ochosi is the Yoruba god from the Lukumi Santeria religion. Is the god of justice and the hunter for the orishas. And this entity, Ochosi, has nothing to do with Palo Mayombe. The same goes for the square symbol, which these fools draw and they claim that it belongs to Mama Umbo. That's like Madre Agua, the mother of the seas, mother of all waters. Madre Agua, Macalunga, Siete Saya. Actually, that's another Yoruba god from the Lukumi Santeria religion, which is Yemaya, which these people are mixing it, combining it with the religion. They're combining this Orisha god and mixing it with the spirit of the day of Palo Mayombe. And this is just a good example of what is syncretized palo or cross palo. Nevertheless, we're going to discuss today about how the Bakongo people or Congo people, they were pretty aware of the forces behind Mother Nature. These four elements were the one who made this world. And we are talking about the four elements. The element fire, air, water, and land. These four elements, when they combine with the soul of a spiritual living, make the fifth element a human being, or a being or an entity. So basically, the Bakongo people, when they start drawing their symbol, when they need to draw a symbol which represents the element fire, they will use the triangle symbol. And just to give you an idea, this is something similar of what is happening in our days when we are comparing astrology, that each astrological sign belongs to one of the four elements. And in astrology, it is said that this element is, when this astrological sign is connected to an element of this, one of these four elements is being influenced. It's like that vibration of that person who belongs to that astrological sign. It will have some characteristic which is going to be determined his personality and through his own life because of its influence of one of these four elements. And I am not saying then oh, now he's talking about astrology. Oh, that means that Palo Mayombe and astrology are all together. I'm not talking that astrology have to do nothing with Palo Mayombe. It's just an example, because the same way these Bakongo people, they realize that each entity, each human being is on vibration. His energy will be attracted to one more than from the four elements, will be more attracted to one of these elements. And it will be a good example to set, like these people in Santeria religion. When the person goes for a spiritual reading to determine his tutelar orisha or guardian angel, according to the Santeria philosophy, and when the reader in this spiritual reading, once he throws the cowrie shells, the dilogun, on the straw mat, and once he declared this person, well, you're going to be the God, you're going to be the son of the God of thunder, the God of fire, the owner of the drum, sacred drum, Anya, and thus you're going to be the son of Shango. Actually, as you can see, Shango also, his energy is surrounded by the element fire. So in a way, we could say that this person is going to be inclined, his vibration is going to be connected to this element of fire. And probably you are saying, the viewers at home, but why you're talking and you're giving us all this explanation? What do you mean? Well, this is very important to know, because when you try to do a spell, or once you have to draw a Patipemba, you need to know how to place the proper element which gonna be connected to the person that you're gonna do the spell to. And once we draw the triangle symbol is the one who gonna represent the element of fire. When we draw that in a Patipemba, we are telling to the spirit of the dead, this is where we gonna put the fire. We're gonna force the energy from this point on to go and do not stop, because it's when once you draw this triangle symbol, it's a permanent fire that will not go away. Now we're going to talk about the square, which represent the four cardinal points of Earth, as we discussed before with the four winds symbol of the Impeso Siantoko Pambuansila, as we discussed before. And since we have four cardinal points of Earth, north, south, east, west, those are enclosed, those are trapped into this square. So what I mean is, and that represents the element which make this planet Earth, land, the soil that we walk on. So basically, a good example of this is if we're going to do a spell for somebody whose vibration incline more or is attracted more to this element of land or soil, there is a possibility that by doing the drawing, we could do it on we have to insert the square symbol, but also I've seen cases that people will get the spell and they will bury it on the ground, inside on the ground. Why? Because in that way, the spell which represents this person will be more connected to its own element. That's an idea, so you can see why they were connecting this symbol with the element. And now, like we discussed before, the circle, which represents the air element. Air. We said before that whenever you see a circle, it means a space that has been closed, and anything that is inside or belongs to that space is trapped. But every time we draw a circle, which represent the air element, also represent an entity, a spirit, or a space who is restricted. And like we discussed before, that's why when people draw, and we already went to the triangle symbol, the fire, we went through the square symbol, the land, and now we go to the circle symbol, the air element. And just to compare that with this sacred path, this could be a dikenga, which it will have information about how this person who has been initiated was born, is going to live his religious and physical life, all the challenges that probably that person is going to face. And also you could see even how this person could die, because it's like a birth certificate for the person who is born in the religion in Palo. That's as a dikenga. That is the practitioner, the palero, the godparents, they know, they got the full knowledge how to read that. Most of the people, they don't got no clue whatsoever. Once the person being scratched, they cannot tell them because they don't know how to interpret it, they don't know how to read them, and it's easy for them to say, oh, your godfather, your father is Siete Rayo, and your mother is Mama Chola, and that's it, goodbye. Next, the ceremony of Tatankisi, and that's it. And they don't tell them the information they need to know. And because of that, this person will face a lot of problems. But also this dikenga can serve as a Patipemba. And I was trying to illustrate it to the viewers so they could see that when a person is initiated into the religion of Palo Mayombe, since this person has passed through the ceremony of Engello or Guatoco,